walk around the school some more and finally found the announcement room. Whatever is the cause of this case is inside here. That realization makes me tense up. I motion toward Miss President, and after she nods back, I quickly open the door at once.
Yukiko-senpai, you came!
Huh? Only Rishi-chan is inside the room. So that the fake teddy would be like, you finally made it this far. Now let me tell you my master plan. Something like that. That's when the fake teddy appears on all the monitors in the announcement room.
Welcome, Yuki-chan, to the P-1. You must know already that this is the stage for the final battle. You've brought your own strange audience with you, but I'll overlook that for now. You seem to love attention so much that I'm sure you'll do better with an audience.
The fake teddy glanced at Miss President for a moment, but seemed uninterested and said nothing more about her. If fake teddy is this girl's shadow, then I thought he would definitely start taunting her.
There's no point in pretending to be Teddy anymore. I'm not fooled. Who are you? Why are you doing this? How much longer will this awful game continue?
Oh my! How rude of you to call it awful when you're the ones who wished for it!
We wished for this? What do you mean?
Ha 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 ha! As I've said from the start, real men let their fists do the talking! Bring up the next challenger!
Like before, smoke pours out. Still can't tell whose silhouette it is. I see through the white smoke, but I have a pretty good idea of who it is. Like Teddy said a moment ago, this is the final battle. Since I fought with Yoshiki-kun, Chi, and Teddy, there's only one person left.
I had a feeling it would be you.
That makes things easier then. Let's get started, Yukiko.
That's right, it's you-kun.
If it's at all possible, I don't want to fight. Can we not do this?
What a question. You've been fighting against your friends this whole time, haven't you?
That's true, but...
I don't want to fight, huh? You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year, you're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
I haven't changed at all?
Yukon's words make my heart ache. What comes back in my mind are the words that my shadow said to me when I first dropped into this world. Those words might mingle with Yukon's and reopen my past wounds. The me that wanted to go somewhere, but was too weak-willed to do anything on my own, and thus year and after a prince to take me away. The me that didn't have enough courage to even consider breaking the cage surrounding me and just become more and more fretful. I thought that I had faced down those fears and that I had changed. I did my best to improve my cooking, a skill that I was bad at as part of that process. That's why I'm at this box lunch. But after hearing Yukon say those things, feeling I was cultivating a move down and my confidence is deteriorated. Have I not actually changed at all?
That's not true. I'm trying to the best of my abilities.
Enough with the weasel words. I'm sick of your excuses.
I have no intention of listening to anything you have to say. You could draw his word to emphasize his feeling. Because fake city rules are still in effect. If I want to save anyone, then I must fight. I have to steal myself. If I don't fight and win, I won't be able to protect Miss President and the others.
Listen, both of you, something ain't right. Yukiko-san, are you really gonna fight him? I'm sorry. I know you want to stop this. Please, stand back, Miss President.
Damn it. My control drop and it's not. None. On hearing my word, Rishi-chan led Miss President a safe distance away from the upcoming fight. I'll be alright. Been able to pull through so far. I just need to concentrate on the battle before me. Otherwise, I won't be able to win against Yukon.
Senpai! Their movement seems kind of matched. Another thought! Finish their move! This looks like they're fighting over serious. How unfortunate. Better luck next time.
Really just beat up Yukon? It finally came to pieces out after all this time and we end up fighting? How did this happen? The same with Yusuke-kun, Chie, and Teddy too. That reminds me, everyone said the same thing to me before I fought with them. Maybe I really haven't changed at all.
You're pretty strong, Yukiko.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you hurt anywhere? I ended up fighting you anyway.
Tried to excuse myself to Yukon, who just got him back to his feet. Yukon looks puzzled.
Huh? I knew something wasn't right. You've done a complete 180 from how you were a moment ago.
I was just thinking the same thing about you. If you doofs don't mind me butting in, something wasn't right with either of you.
It was
like neither of you could hear what you were saying. The way you answered each other didn't make no sense.
we didn't hear what each other was saying? Huh? It was like this after each of my fight. After we win this fight thing, it seemed like our conversation before the fight weren't matching up at all. I didn't have time to check, and I was also scared to confirm this. But what if what we were hearing each other say wasn't actually what we were saying at all?
I see. Was that the fake Teddy at work too?
You think he's doing it on purpose to make friends fight each other? That's crazy. Why? How could anyone do something so horrible as making someone fight their friends?
The president is disgusted by the situation. Because it almost seemed as if she was the one who was forced to fight against all her friends. She must be a very kind person. Feel as if she was becoming angry for me. I tell her to not let the situation bother her and calm her down. And then I introduce her formally to Rise-chan and Yu-kun. I explain how I meet her in this world, how she can remember anything, and how she may be the victim at the heart of this case. Upon hearing my theory, you could nod and fall deep in thought.
I see. That's strange though. The Shadow's main objective is to take the place of the real person. If he really is her Shadow, that fake Teddy hasn't seemed interested in her at all.
Yeah, you're right. He completely ignored Miss President a moment ago, too.
You still haven't figured it out? I made sure to spell it out for you from the start, too.
Voice suddenly echoes throughout the room. Feel as if I heard it somewhere before, but it's a voice that I really don't want to remember.
Who's there? Where are you?
You haven't found what you cherish, have you? What you truly desire.
Voice owner slowly revealed herself. That figure was the one thing I didn't want to see. I faced her once in the past, but now that I have to face her again, I'm scared.
Yukiko Senpai's shadow? This can't be.
That's right, the one that appeared before everyone was myself. My own face, mocking me.
Now that everything's peaceful, no one will help me. I'm suffering now, yet no one notices. I'm beside myself because I can't tell if I'm making any real progress. Isn't that right, me?
Me? I can't believe this. Why? I mean, I've already defeated my own shadow and obtained a persona. There's no way she could be before me again.
Then I noticed something. If I stir up more trouble, everyone will worry. I'm sure. No, I know for a fact that my real prince will come save me this time.
Shadow's smile widened as she stared at me. I couldn't face that gaze, and my eyes wandered across the ground. My box lunch slowly came into my field of view. My shadow seemed to have realized what I was glancing at, and she intensifies her verbal assault.
I mean, take that boxed lunch. I said that I made it for everyone, but I'm not at all confident about it. I could have given it to them, but I didn't. I was so scared inside that I couldn't. Yet I can't throw it away either. That boxed lunch is just like me. I did my best, but I don't know whether or not it came out good. Just like poor, pitiful me.
That's not true! Come, Konohana Sakuya! Huh?
I can't summon my persona? Nothing happened. It's as if I never had the power to begin with. No, why? How can this be?
No! This isn't happening!
I look so pitiful. Did you think that just because you gained your persona that your shadow would never appear again? Did you think you'd never meet me again after you accepted yourself? Sorry, but no one ever really lets go of their weaknesses. I'll always be with you.
Has my persona really turned back into a shadow? Was all the progress I thought I made only in my mind? Have I really not changed at all? The words cast at me earlier cut fresh wound into my heart.
You tried to act all high and mighty by saying you were determined, but you were just trying not to rock the boat. It's too much trouble thinking on your own, so you closed your eyes to everything. Isn't that right, Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
Have you ever thought about the problem you cause for others? You may not realize, but you completely rely on us. That box lunch you brought today is a perfect example. Nobody ever said they wanted you to make them one.
You always just wait for things to happen. You can't do anything until someone makes the choice for you. You haven't changed at all. Just like last year, you're still waiting for someone to come and rescue you.
The me that gave up thinking for myself. The me that ignores the feelings of others and is only thinking about myself. The me that can't do anything on my own. The me that pretends to have grown but in reality hasn't changed at all. My weakness caused this case and dragged everyone into it. The shadow continued the verbal barrage as I stand, trembling.
I've always been by your side. You were just tuning me out for a while. Isn't that true? Poor, pitiful me.
Stop! I catch myself covering my face with my hand. I don't want to see or hear anymore. I'm scared. Yukon and the others are getting a full view of my pitiful self. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I can't even stand.
Please, stop!
Have I not changed at all since back then? Did I actually know that deep down, but I was just trying to ignore it? Please, no more. I just want to let it go. I want to let go of everything.
Yukiko-san!
Yukiko! Don't let it fool you!
He's right, Yukiko-senpai. Look up at us!
What am I doing? Why was I so frightened? Yukon? Researchman? This president? I can hear all their reassuring voices too. I'm not alone. No matter how pitiful I am or how painful things are, I have great friends who are embarrassed of me. They accept me as who I am and will fight alongside me. Reassuring voices pull me out of the darkness. slowly opened my eyes. Before me, I see Yukun's back. He has stepped in between the shadow and I to try and protect me. Rise-chan is holding my body up.
Don't give in. You overcame your weakness back then, didn't you? We all know you did. We were there.
Yeah, you're not running away from anything. Not last time and not this time either. You came to rescue me just like you said. This is the second time you've done that. You're not weak at all.
You're both right. I can't trust myself. I can't do this.
Please, let me do this.
Yukun and I exchange glances. When he sees me nod with determination, Yukun's expression softened and he stand aside. He believed in me. His trust makes me so happy right now. Thank you, Yukun.
Look after Miss President and Rise-chan.
Of course.
I get back to my feet and stand firmly. I fix my gaze upon the smirking shadow in front of me. If it was my weakness that caused this case, then I'll bring an end to this case myself.
They'll never let go of their weaknesses. You're probably right about that. That's why I must continue fighting against mine. And I can do it because I know I'm not alone.
Yes, now I can take a step towards that goal.
Yukiko-san, can you really beat her?
Miss President's voice, yeah, I'm surprised too. Not for everyone, I never have realized I possess such inner strength. I take a deep breath. I won't look away again.
You say you're my weakness? Then no matter how many times you come back, I will continue to stand up against you. Now, come.
Konohama Yasuka, what? This is the of the strength flowing through me, and my persona, Konohana Sakuya, appears. The shadow controlled her face in pure hatred for seeing me standing up against her.
Why? Why aren't you despairing? I was so close to.
Yukiko Amagi versus Shadow Yukiko. Or so I thought. Unconqueror Snow Black. My final strike, the shadow stopped moving. I won. I defeated her. Again.
You did it, Yukiko.
Thanks.
I truly feel horrible that my weakness was caused this. What caused this? What caused this? Yeah. I'm sure that everyone will still accept me though. And this time, I know for sure that I'm not just pretending that I overcome one weakness. I'll be alright now. Even if I go astray again, I'll be able to stand against it.
Huh? Senpai, be careful! Something's not right with the shadow!
We all turned toward Rise-chan, and simultaneously all the lights in the announcement room turned off. What happened?
They repeatedly suffered the pain of fighting their friends, but they still didn't lose heart.
A voice echoes in the darkness. An ominous voice that makes me feel like insects are crawling all over my skin. Still, this voice is somehow familiar.
No one can understand you after all. What a shame.
It's a Teddy. Lights come back on, and that one standing before me was the fake Teddy. But why? Just a moment ago, I was positive that my shadow was there.
What are you talking about?
The fake Teddy looks straight at Miss President and is addressing her. The air about him and even his voice are completely different now.
Who are you? I thought you were my shadow.
No, that's not true, Senpai. I couldn't tell until now, but the one this thing's based on is Miss President.
What are you talking about, Rise-chan? That's impossible. I mean, just a moment ago, I was...
thought something was odd. Yukiko used her persona in the fight. Personas and shadows are one and the same. It's impossible for both to exist at once.
Yukon is right. How could I have forgotten that? The power of persona can only be obtained by accepting one's shadow. The reason I'm able to use my persona is because I already faced my shadow. But I was fighting that thing with my persona. It couldn't possibly be my shadow.
Plus, we've never seen a shadow take on someone else's appearance. Maybe that's why your conversations with each other got all jumbled up.
Either way, this isn't like last year.
Hey, would you stop treating me like I'm some kind of freak?
Which you are?
This wasn't my power originally. It's hers.
My power? What's that supposed to mean? Miss President cradles her head and denies the shadow words.
No! I'm not like that! Why so desperate all of a sudden? It's about time you remembered. Stop deluding yourself!
Which I already watched 1,000 times.
I am a shadow. The true self.
That's my face.
No! The fake titty turned into a form that looked exactly like Miss President. So it's Miss President's shadow? A shadow that can't change form is completely unheard of. Still can't believe it, despite all the evidence pointing to it.
I think that's its real appearance. Look at it next to Miss President over there.
Try to compare them as Richie-san says, but Miss President is trembling uncontrollably and trying to hide. Still, the shadow face is pretty much identical to what I know of Miss President. Also, the shadow's body is covered with all kinds of metallic parts and still looks some kind of robot. The real Miss President is acting like I was. She's shut her eye tight and is shaking her head.
I'm not deceiving myself! I don't know you! Huh. You're still trying to look away? Then how else do you explain me? The power to scramble other people's senses? Those people there must be aware of it. Ask yourself, why do I have such powers? Because you, the real one, have them too!
Power to scramble other people's senses? You get it now. That's why everyone wasn't making any sense when he fought.
I see. If I had lost my mind during those matches, I should have realized it. But I never did. Neither did the others. So we didn't really lose our minds, we just seemed that way to the other person. Which means no matter what the other person really said or did, we perceive it as being something completely different.
So that was the reason why everyone's attitude and conversation didn't match up after the fight was over. We were both hearing things that neither of us said. Why does the shadow keep saying the power is Miss President's own power? What could that possibly mean?
Is that Miss President's persona ability? Or is it something else?
That's a pretty good guess. But it's wrong.
It's wrong.
I was born with this ability. More like a weapon, designed for infiltration.
Infiltration? Weapon? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about?
No! No! I don't want to remember! You don't? Hey, fine with me. Then you can die as you are.
The Shadow brandished a giant axe in her hand and comes charging at Miss President. Miss President is still trembling and doesn't like she can't move. No, my body moved faster than I could think. I reflexively slide my body in between the Shadow and Miss President.
Look out!
Yukiko!
The moment I embrace Miss President to shield her from the Shadow's axe, I hear the ping of metal striking metal.
Senpai! Senpai, hang in there!
You can stop the axe with his sword to protect me and Miss President, but the power of the Shadow's attack knocks him away. I'm scared, but I can't back down now. You could give his all to protect us, so now it's my turn. The Shadow glares at me in disgust, as it sees me refusing to move from Miss President.
Why are you protecting her? You've had your turn already. Get out of my way. The only one I have business with is me over there.
The Shadow brandished the giant axe at us once again with pure rage. His shadow is strong, but I can't run away. The moment I was about to summon my persona, the presence behind me moved.
Eliminating Shadow.
No way!
Huh? I have absolutely no idea what happened. I hear sounds of mercenary wiring. It's not from the Shadow. It's coming from Miss President.
Target confirmed to be a Shadow. 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys, initiating elimination process.
What in the world is Miss President?